Hello, you guys. I've
Hello.
got Dean with me tonight. He was kind enough. He said, "Hey, I'm willing to help you out if you want." I'm like, "Yes, I will have that." So we are here, and the questions are closed. We've got a full capacity on board. So it's, strap your seatbelts on, put out your cigarettes. Okay. Back in the day, there's exits to. All right. No, please don't exit. Make sure that you thumbs up, down this way. There's all right. And I've got a new deck I'm going to be breaking in with you guys tonight. It's the Fae and the Ferns Tarot. It's kind of a beautiful, but this camera will not do it justice. Kind of a violet multiple shade that has a lot of dimension to it. Here's the Ace of Swords. Yes, we do tarot readings here for the. Now that's an Irish name if I ever saw it there. It's Gaelic. Eoch. Okay, I can't even pronounce that, but yes, we do. I have to get back to my ancient Gaelic. Used to be able to pronounce it. I do know that my name in Gaelic, because my maiden name is Hughes, and I'm married to a man whose father's from Ireland, is it's Maya Nihaya O'Murhu, which is Maya Hughes Murphy. So anyway, there's your little Gaelic for today.
Our little lesson for today.
Yes, it is nice to see Dean here. It is. It's nice to have somebody on. I tell you, it's not on purpose. It's because just the way my life is right now. And hello to you there. Hello, Annette. Hello, Geeky Heart. Hello, and I want to say,
Star Marble.
yes, is that it's because I can just barely keep up with myself. And then it's like, when I get to that, to getting a person on, that's wonderful. It's my energy right now is so, but it's not because it's like I'm not thinking of it. I'm just face down most of the time.
Hello, crafty lady.
Yes, hello. Hello, crafty lady, shield maiden. We've got so many. Priscilla Zacchaeus. Did we get you? Sharon, I hope you're still in the house. And Beverly, of course. Beverly, last week, this is what I'm talking about. Last week, I missed my own Thursday live, which is something I don't tend to do. I've done it a couple of times now, and it's just because of physical, actual exhaustion and mental exhaustion. And plus, when I start to work on something, and this is what happened last Thursday, was I was working on a true crime. Oh God, I can't talk. True crime case video that I've been wanting to do, and I completely kind of sidetracked that I was also going to be doing a live that day, and I was in a deep dive. And by the time I came out of it, I realized I was like, oh my God. But you guys got a deep dive instead, a deep dive video. And that I don't want to happen very often, but I get a bit spacey, I have to admit. And that did happen. So I just thought, well, I'm going to have to pick up next week. But I did give you guys, I think it was an hour, about close to an hour of a deep dive. I had to do what Spirit was telling me to do. And it's truly one of those things. I'm not going to blame it all on Spirit, but I had this uncontrollable urge, oh, that's the shoot. Right now I can't even bring up the band name. Anyway, it's a song from the 80s to read, and I just
White
got
Snake, Death Leopard.
No. This is like Whip It Devo. There we go.
Oh, there, yeah.
I've got an uncontrollable urge. It's a great song. So it was kind of like that with the reading, and I just had to go with it. I kind of come and go with this flow. Yes, who is the gentleman sharing the lives? For those of you that are joining us just now and stuff, this is Dean. Dean of Hermit's Corner, and please
Hello.
do the Hermit's Corner, by the way. Make sure that you do subscribe, please, and check out his channel. Yeah, he's just getting out there. It's really hard to get seen. So this is what we do. We kind of like, we get on each other's, we collab. So he's a great reader. I hope that you will subscribe to him. And I'll make sure in the description box that I end up after this live putting in a link to his channel so that you've got that. So Dean, you want to tell them a wee bit about yourself?
Well, yeah, I'm Dean. I have the Hermit's Corner. I've been doing that show for since July. I think you pushed me into that direction. You told me, why not what you got to lose? So I've been doing it for July. I've had my co-host with my good friends from high school that I've known for over 20 years, Trina.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And I have her with me, and we do Intuitive Sunday. So I did a show this morning, and and then we do Fridays, which is our coffee talk. So you come as you are, and you hang out, have fun, you chit chat. But the big thing is you have to be respectful of other people's opinions, or you'll get booted out, because we don't respect any disrespect or foolery on my channel. It's all about respect. So
he's not playing. He's not playing. But you know what? Very gentle, very good. Go check out the stream, because really it's enjoyable. I don't get to do that nearly enough. It's really hard, because once you get your own channel, as Dean will attest, you're so busy.
Yes. And it's hard to like make sure you make it to everybody's channel. But I have everybody's channel that I support. They're linked in my on my page for like channels and stuff like that. I have everybody's information there. I actually try to support as much as possible. Hang out, get the thumbs up, and if I'm only able to do 5 minutes, I'm only able to do 5 minutes. But at least I got the likes and shares out. So it's all about networking and supporting and helping everybody out.
Exactly. And when you're first starting out, it's always work. But you get more satisfaction initially, I think, after probably the first 6 months, and you start to see get some traction. It seems.
Yeah. I went from the low 30s, and now I have I think over 120 people now, just in the matter of a few months I've been on, which I'm happy with. Slow and steady, that's fine. I mean, I'm happy that I have the people that come back that are true, and
that's just
dear. So
yeah.
That's what all matters.
And that's what's really cool, is it's a journey that you're kind of building a rapport with the people that are drawn to you, and that you know
Yeah.
resonate with. So I think that's really cool. And there's a lot. Oh, and we've got Sheila in the house from Inquisitive Tarot and MK Karen. Hi, you guys.
Yep. Hello.
So we've taken your questions in advance. This show typically runs about 2 hours, 20 minutes, maybe. I try to cut it close to the 2 as much as possible, because it shreds you, but it also builds your psychic muscle like nothing else. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start to retrieve some of those questions, and go ahead and chat. You can feel free just to ask questions of Dean about his channel. There we go. Got to make sure our stream got it. Perfect. Okay. Now,
that is so true. The message you have pinned says you are being pulled to read, but you need to put boundaries for your own sake.
Yes. And that's what I realized. It's like, okay, wake up. Exactly. And it's a learning curve.
Mm-hmm.
It is a learning curve, for sure. So let's see. I'm going to see if I can get a link for your channel in here too, just to make it. And it has to be the Hermit's Corner, folks, in case you get accidentally.
Go to the Hermit's page.
Yeah, or you go to another. There's another, I think, one that's
The Hermit's Tarot or something like that.
yeah, and that's easily done because I've done that before. It's like, no, it's the cave. Yeah, that's the one. I just did it now. I keep getting those two because they're both C words. And I think I am not alone. There we go. But it's quite simple. All right. I've got.
And I love it too because I mean the Hermit is my favorite card in the deck,
Right.
and as you know already that I am a Cancer myself, so the Hermit, the Crab, Cancer. So I just like, yeah, it makes sense to me.
Here's Dean's. By the way, the link, and I'm going to pin it. That's right. That's a really cool. There, got it replaced. All systems are go. There we are. So that's the link. It'll be pinned to the top of the chat, and it should be a link. It should take you to Dean's page. So remember, that's the Hermit's Corner. Okay. Good evening, Miss Kitty.
Hello, Miss Kitty.
Sheila says she's also a crab.
Yes, and my co-host Trina usually gets to pick on me, and she'll start saying, "I'm gonna watch out with this Cancer. You have that Cancer coming out, and you're gonna it's gonna bite my head off."
Got you those little, snappers.
Yes, it's gonna pinch you. You gotta be careful.
It's like, ow, ow. I think that's so cute, though. Until they clamp on you, that's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Till it's your butt.
Yeah, I can only imagine that kind of pain.
Yeah, it's not nice. This Cardomancy Mesquite says there's a storm rolling in, and she's prepping the kitchen floor for new tile. Oh my gosh! Good luck.
Yes, and thank you, Sheila. It's always fun to have you stop by on some of my lives.
She's so good. Sheila's a great support, and if you haven't checked her channel out, please do, because she's another one that helps to circulate and make you aware of other channels. It's very helpful. I'm glad. Thank you so much, Annette, for subscribing to our channels and supporting us. That means a lot. It really does. Well, I guess I will just go ahead and retrieve some of those questions. Now we've got, for those of you that are joining in, Dean's page is pinned to the top of the chat. And I'm going to be taking questions from my
community page.
Thank you. Yes. I get camera mouth.
I've done that too, and I had to stop and record, edit, stop, record. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, on a live.
Yeah, not on live. Yeah, it happens. Sometimes it can't on lives, but when I'm trying to pre-record a show, it happens a lot.
I get it too. Okay, we have our first question is from Stacy Starr, and she wants to know if we see her sister and her getting a home together in California. All right.
Okay, let's see. See what the cards want to say.
I'll go ahead and break in my new deck. Oh my goodness, it does need breaking in. Yes, please hit the thumbs up if you haven't. I would appreciate that very much. We all appreciate it. Our channels out. Ha! Sheila says it happens to her all the time. It's like, oh man, you wouldn't think I could leave the house. The way I'm talking here, I wouldn't make any sense.
I'm feeling and sensing like The anticipation of wanting to hurry up and pick up and move. Wanting to move. Anticipation.
That could be me, to be fair, but just I'm just, but no, I feel you. I feel that too with Stacy's question. There's a lot of excitement
Yes.
around that.
It's kind of like happy. It's like that butterfly. It's like yay, kind of like
Adventure. It's an adventure.
uh-huh.
Yes, we will both be reading. Annette.
It feels like I feel giddy. It feels like happy.
I totally got that vibe too. I tended to kind of push it down because I didn't want to like go overboard with it, but that is what I totally felt. It totally giddy. But let's just take a look. California. Just know you're going to be in for sticker shock in the rent. And let's go. Don't look at Northern California because that's super spendy rent. Southern California is cheaper. I'm just telling y'all. It's ridiculous. Most of your paycheck goes on your rent.
I definitely get the connection between her and her sister. I got the Two of Cups and the Lovers. So there's a pact. There's a commitment there. There's like a pack. It's like a package. It's like an investment to one another for the move.
Right.
But I'm also feeling I got the Six of Swords, and I feel like it's you're gonna have to be mindful about how you proceed. Be cautious. Don't just run and jump into something, because I also have the Five of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like I know you want that anticipation move, but make sure you be proactive before you make a final decision. That's pretty much the feel I'm getting with the cards I have. I got the Seven of Pentacles as well. And it's like being mindful about what you like put your energies into.
It's and it's very exacting to the, it's very on point.
And I also get the Knight of Cups too. It's like you need to like make sure you're also emotionally grounded too, I feel, before you take that leap. But yeah, I mean, I feel the giddy, but I also feel like the reality of it too now.
Yeah. And what I got is the first two that I'm getting is the High Priestess and the Five of Cups. So it kind of interesting, in my opinion, echoes your message of, you know what, use your intuition here. Do not just jump right in on this. And look at, there could be things that are hidden that you're not aware of. It's not to say that they haven't thought of this and that they're just two silly people that are, I don't mean to imply that at all, but just go over your details, go over your plans. And I see that there may have been a loss that this has kind of propelled this venture forward, perhaps, with the Five of Cups. And I get the 10 of Wands and the King of Wands. So I agree about, and interestingly enough, they use a B for the King of Wands in this deck. And the 10 of Wands is like being overwhelmed. So this is about taking action. You could easily become overwhelmed.
I get that too, because as I'm going underneath the deck, I not only do I have the Five of Pentacles, I also, there's some good. There's a positive side to being proactive because I get the Ace of Wands, but then I also get the Ten of Swords. So that's just telling me just don't get burnt out or taken advantage of in this process.
Right. The 10 of Wands can feel very burdensome. You can be swamped by details all of a sudden. And just as JR said, the rent thing is the same in New York. It's like, good luck. Yeah, and we have I know that one of our questions is from Tyler, who's looking for a place in New York. But yes, it's not a joke. It's very expensive. It's hard to find. You just be aware that there are some restrictions too. I'm being shown that need to be looked at in behavior or expectation, that you need to be maybe more open in certain ways if you want to do this. It's not meant to be like the devil, all encompassing, oppressive. There is the Eight of Swords, but there is a way through this, but it might be a bit of a shock to what you are anticipating. I don't know of what you would expect of California, but and I don't know the research you put in, to be fair.
I also pulled an Angels. I've also have my our Angels Among Us deck. I pulled a Oracle on this, and I'm getting Archangel. I hope I pronounce this right. Regil.
Mm-hmm.
And what this is saying is, seek the harmonious path and trust that all outcomes will be aligned in the alignment with the best and the highest good for all. So basically, as we're saying, just make sure you're not rushing into it, and make sure everything is aligned to what is best for you, your sister, and the new environment.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm gonna, because that was a new deck, I want to use a kind of an old familiar one. I question my ability of how well I got it. So I'm just going to throw very quickly with this deck too on California for Stacy Starr and her sister, and just ask what Spirit wishes to share with them.
And I'll do the same because this is a new deck for me as well.
Yeah, and I think it's a good thing to do. I like to do that. I'm very much someone that likes to do a prelim reading and then look for patterns. Okay, now I feel a little. Okay. Rebirth. There has been a bit of a delay. Okay. I'm getting the delay card. This is a oracle I'm using. Oh, but you know what, Dean? This is so weird. I'm getting the same message. There is some restraint that you're going to have to look. There's the cage with the person in it. You know how I got the Eight of Swords? I've got an oracle deck that says bound, and it means the same thing. Sometimes it's a restriction, an idea that we put upon ourselves, maybe an inflexibility to a certain idea we hold in our mind. But it looks to me like you'll see that very quickly you have to adapt and you have to be flexible. And there's a rebirth, but I see that there is a delay around it. I think you'll go, but again, there's a refinement I think that needs to happen with some personal stuff, some personal mental needs of flexibility with people. And then I see it with the speed card and the journey. I think that you go for it, and there is space. So it's going to be a real interesting learning curve and a good thing to do. But
I got somewhat similar. I'm getting like at the bottom of the deck, I got the Two of Wands. So basically, it's like you need to do your research. You need to analyze what you're doing before taking that leap of faith. I also get the Ace of Wands, which to me, this is like you need to like pull information and like discover, find the light, the truth in wherever you're going. And as you're saying, there's a rebirth. It's so funny because I have the Empress card, who is pregnant and giving birth to like a new idea, possibly. But I also want to caution you, making sure you check your finances, making sure it's something you can afford, because I'm getting
That's
like the
needing help.
yeah, because I'm also getting like the Six of Pentacles. Make sure that your income is in balance, making sure you don't out like give more the what you can that you can afford. That's it. I'm getting tongue tied there. Make sure you can
I
afford
totally
what you.
understood you. Because that's what happened to me. I sounded like Elmer Fudd, Daffy Duck.
But
Hello, Ron.
I think I'm digging the feel for these cards because I feel like I got a better, genuine reading from the cards I had before. So I'm gonna stick with what I got from the original one. But yes, always double check the fine writing and the contracts or whatever lease or whatever. If you're moving or if you're buying, making sure that you have like the loan with the bank. Make sure you understand everything you're doing.
Know the neighborhoods, what kind of
Yes.
traffic you can expect. Seriously, because parking is a joke here, folks. You'll be lucky. Find a place to park. It depends. So you just really want to do your research. And oh, we lost him, but he'll be back. I know, he's just going off screen, I guess. All right. So I just want to say hello to Twina Bernard and
Here
Ron.
I
I'm
am.
glad that you're here. Tierra, uh, Priscilla Zacchius. Of course, I just want to make sure I just say hi and acknowledge you all. Hello, hello, Trina.
I think my spirit's messing with my camera again because I did nothing to it and it just got shut off.
I thought maybe you had to just, do something off screen for a minute because I totally understand. It's like, oh, okay.
No, my grandmother or my mother. It's one of those. It's either my grandmother or my mother that likes to mess with me.
Somebody that's got a sense of humor, I'm sure. Now, my grandmother did too. Well, both of them did, but my grandma Amy, she was the jokester. She was a joker. So I'm sorry, Stacy Star. I do see you guys doing this. It is an adventure, but as Dean and I both want to caution you, we suggest if you haven't, even if you have written down an idea, whatever, really go over that, expand it, research it, double check, because it's big changes. And I think it would be great. I just think that you don't want to be caught short. And it doesn't have to be harder. So we're trying to help you avoid some potential difficulties that we see. I hope you understand. We don't mean to like, ew, your trip. No, that you're going there. We just want to we see that this is something that's important for you. Okay. We're not taking questions right now, Twina. We take them ahead of time. But we feel free to subscribe also to Dean. He has lives when I don't, and vice versa. And so his next one might be sooner than mine. So check him out and follow his rules for his lives, and because I can't do your question right now. We are at capacity.
Yeah, for sure. I'm always live on Fridays and Sunday mornings. Friday nights at 7 Central and Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Central. So that's the typical times. And then every time after that, it just varies on my schedule and training schedule.
Right. Okay. You actually have a question here. Did you want to
No,
do that? Okay. I thought
no, you can skip mine.
okay. All right, JR, you're next. And this is going to be mediumistic, Dean. So get your mediumistic antlers up, antennas up, antlers.
I've been getting downloads lately. Like I'm hearing because I talked to Kevin. He was telling me, I was like, "Is it normal to hear ringing in the ears?" He's like, "Oh yeah, that's normal."
I have that. Yes.
It's like you're getting in tune with something. You don't know just yet, but you're getting in tune with something.
Yes. Yes. He's great too. We're talking about Kevin vibrational tarot something.
It's something like that. Kevin's
He's awesome.
intuitive, loving vibrations. I think
Yeah. We want to get that right. I will again make note and drop it in the description box after this live is finished, because I want you all to know who my friends are. I've got really, really cool people, friends, actual friends online. Yes,
It's my social life.
it is. This is how I work. And I think a lot of people do. And that's all right. Okay, we have from JR, a friend of mine passed away. Her name was Tiffany. I can't get a clear answer as to what happened that caused her death in the things leading up to the event. Can you look into this? Well, I think that you are you are blessed, because with his help, this should be helpful. You get not one, but two.
I'm feeling like a heavy, like sadness. Like my eyes feel like really, really heavy right now.
Okay.
I don't understand what that means. I'm still learning as I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've read on this before, or something close to it, JR, didn't I? There's like tears coming to my eyes now. This has never happened to me before.
Okay. Why don't you ask it just to restrain its emotion so that you can help, so it doesn't overwhelm you, because that's not helpful. I mean, it's like, that it's upsetting. You got that. Okay, good. We don't need you to be incapacitated or taxed.
Yeah. I'm just asking her to share what she needs me to tell him or tell her.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Talon. And Daisy. Reclaiming power. I'm going to try with a different deck. That's interesting, but I think I need an actual. Yeah, I know what I need. I'm going to use my Haunted House Tarot. Oh, faithful. Also a great deck to use for potential crime cases.
Okay, well,
It's going to take me a hot minute, so if you got something, go ahead.
I feel like she I feel like she had no way out. Whatever was going on around her, she had no way out.
Trapped feeling.
Yeah, because I have the Five of Wands, which is like feeling like you're burdened with something, like you have to fight your way out to try to stake your claim on something to help resolve whatever's going on around you.
Mm-hmm. And for me, that can also be physical assault. There is an attack.
Yeah, and that card's interesting because it does look like there's like a ruckus going on there.
That's an old. That looks to me like the old Fight Club. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just because it was a rush.
You're
Do I?
getting some physical. I see what you're saying. I just want to make sure you're good.
Yeah, and it just felt like I got the tower where just it was like this.
Something to the head.
Oh, you get something to the head with that?
Yeah. With the fighting, and then that I just got a blow to the head. Something to the head. I don't know if it's blunt force
I
trauma.
had pressure like up in here. I felt, and that's where I felt like the watery in my eyes. It was like right in here. Um, I get. I got the Five of Pentacles as well, where I feel like it was a fight or flight. It's like a fight or flight kind of a thing, I feel.
You're really tuning into what she was experiencing. Yes. So it looks like she feels outnumbered, or like
she needed
trapped.
yeah, like she had to run away from something. I get the moon. There was like, with there's confusion. I say this is confusion,
Hmm.
but which is ironic, because I also get its opposite, the sun.
What is what it? I'm getting from that that what it's not what it appears. It's clear and yet
Like there's like
that's
something
like
hidden, but it's something that light will
streaks.
expose.
Yeah.
The light will expose,
Well,
and then I was
yeah, what was hidden will be revealed. What was hidden will be revealed.
in due time. It's going to take some work, because that's the Eight of Pentacles, which
I
it's
was
going to have to.
just gonna. I got that.
Whoever's working this case, I want to say, is going to have to dig through some stuff and do some investigation. But
Yes.
whatever happened to her, it will be brought to light. That's what I'm feeling.
I'm also getting now. The first thing I want to know if there's anything in a connection to a school or a teacher, because when I used my common threads, I got teacher, and the Eight of Pentacles can also be about school, teaching, training. It can be a place where we're being trained in work. Um, but I want to bring that aspect up because it's repeating itself now. Um,
In both readings.
yes. And I get the Page of Pentacles. There was maybe a new start with school with her, maybe a new beginning that she was uh, starting in her life right here, because we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. To me, it feels very studious, or that she is learning something new. And then I get this Two of Wands and the Seven of Swords, and there's some kind of deceit here, and it's opportunistic crime, I think,
And
quite
that could go along with the moon too, deceit,
possibly.
lies, and
Yeah, and it's like an ambush feeling with this Seven of Swords. If you
mm,
can see, yeah. Um, and both cards, I get two full moons as well, just in this deck. Now, this deck, to be fair, does incorporate the moon a lot, but I'm feeling like there is something connected.
yeah, there's not a lot of light in my decks either. It's like everything is in darkness except for the sun. And even this one is the Five of Wands. It's kind of like dreary out, so it's not really bright.
Yeah, it's kind of almost like, well, a mixture of sun fog. I call it fog sun out here
Smog.
because we get that. And it's quite a weird atmosphere. It's beautiful, but it's bright, but you can't see very completely. It's kind of like blinding. And here I get the Queen of Wands and the High Priestess. So there's something here that's saying use your intuition. She may have sensed something also was not all right. There's something hidden though that needs to be brought to light for sure. This is also a card that can be to do with secrets. There's something that's, I think, much like what he was saying about the sun and the moon, that is a significant detail that needs to come to light that hasn't yet. And it's in connection to a Queen of Wands, which is also something maybe she did or was activity wise. Let me see
I
what
wonder what she did. What work, kind of type of work she did.
I do too, because I wonder if she was going to school or going to a place of training, or a workplace for this. And I'm getting
Because I'm going
an
to hold off on that card until I know more information. I don't want to just speak out.
right, yeah, because sometimes that's sometimes the best idea. Um, I see a King of Pentacles and a Knight of Cups. So there could have been, I'm feeling like a man that approached And I don't think that maybe even a couple men, maybe an older man and a slightly younger one. Yeah, and then when I get judgment.
This is funny.
And oh, this is weird. And then I see this man as older, I think, and he's thinking about what he did, and I think he's like having
Apologetic almost in a way about it.
he's having what they call a come to Jesus moment. You know, it's a real 360. It's a real complete. You know,
That's funny because I get the world underneath the Five of Pentacles. I get the world, it's like coming back around, and I also get the King of Cups.
huh?
And I think he's thinking about it or reminiscing or going, like you're saying, back in his mind about it and think about what he's did. Because I also get the Six of Cups after that. So
Yes.
something's coming around full circle to come back with the world, and
Oh,
he's thinking about it.
yeah, and I get Temperance and the Queen of Swords. So I think there's. Will she get justice? Well, can you tell us, JR? I don't know if you said and I missed it, but was she going to school or some kind of job where she was getting more training? Because I'm getting a school teacher, something like that. And it keeps repeating. I think she has a chance of getting justice because it looks to me like, let's just throw cards on that aspect.
Okay, will she get justice?
Yeah.
Let me use this other deck. That's not as dark. Something more positive. Will she get justice?
You know what? I just got the justice card, but that could take time. I was just cutting the deck. Let me just. Tiffany. I'm curious where this also took place.
I'm getting something a little bit different. I'm getting like the Two of Swords, like crossroads, like which like decisions.
Mm-hmm. And that looks like somebody, when I get that, I can't speak for you, but it reminds me of somebody that has the information but is thinking, should I or should I not come forward?
Yeah, because I also have, in doing so, that's what's making this make sense now. With the Five of Wands, it's
Yes.
something that's going to have to be like unleashed, unsurfaced. Something has to be dragged out. It's going to be like a dragging out. And then I also get the Ace of Wands, where I'm thinking it's in head wise, it's like something that will surface. It's going to take time to it's like almost like a manifestation. Like it's going to have to take time for all the pieces to align to come together.
Yeah, I agree.
But again, whoever is working, like I said, working this case is it's taking their time to make sure that nothing is with the Hermit, making sure that no stones being left unturned.
And they're
And
searching, because that is the card of searching with their lantern, just so you know that it doesn't look like they're just sitting on their butts.
no, and then I think her wish will come true. That it will see the light of day because I got the star. This is just saying that this.
Uh-huh.
I'm getting the star. So this will be exposed, and I think that she will have justice for her.
Yes. I think one of the key things, though, she needs our help. Okay. She needs the help to get things started, though. The tower, this could also be that there will come, you know what? This could be that there will be something sudden that comes forward like a tip.
Mm-hmm.
It's like something like a gift from the universe, because this is help, and
Like
it's
it's
like from the
restoring balance
universe.
almost.
Yes. Wow. And it does have to do with the death, and I think it's a tip. I get the page of that's the page of, is that the wands? I always get this confused. And wands, I do, and on this deck, and the Ten of Swords. So I think so. There's something significant that is going to actively happen out of the blue with this case. Somebody will help. So I'm going to leave it at that.
That was an interesting read. Thanks, JR.
Very much. Very much.
I'm sorry for your loss, but that for me, it's like testing my abilities a little bit. So thank you for allowing me to do that.
Yes, it's always an honor. And, not for nothing, we understand these are real people. This is not a joke. We take it seriously, very seriously. I hope that was helpful, JR. I think she could have been at school when this happened, because I kept getting a school, place of learning, or a job, particularly. And I think someone may have just attacked her. That's kind of my feeling, because she was there, and unfortunate. Okay, let me just get to the next question.
Ooh.
By the way, we're not taking questions right now. These are taken in advance. Thank you. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Jill.
I do have my white sage candle for her. So as I always have my candles burning, and I'm going to spray some. I bought this new essential oil today. It's a frankincense and myrrh.
My favorite.
It smells so good. It smells so good.
Ooh, I want something like that. I've got my Florida water type.
I feel like after do what?
Which smells pretty nice. It's somebody like a small crafter made it. So I like.
Yeah, I felt like after a reading like that, I need to spray a little bit around.
You know what? I think you're right. It's gonna be good. Maybe. I've also got my Palo Santo. And that is definitely going to come on. I love our community here so much. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We've got more to come. I'm not closing out or anything. I'm just giving you some love.
You picked up that she was a teacher. Okay. You picked up on the teacher thing. I didn't. That's interesting.
Well, for me, that Eight of Pentacles can be like learning, school. You'll often find that schools can be attached. But you know what? It can also be like the job you're doing if you're getting on the job training.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that's done over and over again. Yeah.
Something like honing your skills. And for me, the Three of Pentacles is always about learning new things. So I guess they're both learning cards. I'll need to put that in my mind now.
But the one thing about the Three of Pentacles, and I was just reading about this today, and because I wanted to make sure, I like to brush up my skills. But it said it is about just what you said, but it's often in connection with other people. Once you get to the three, now it's going to branch out, and you're going to have other people kind of coming in contact with you. So there's usually more. It's not just you on your own learning. There's more. You're learning with more people. You're having more activity.
Collaboration. That's probably what I mean. Collaboration card.
Think collaboration. That's a real interesting one. All right, let's see. Did I get that? Okay, yeah, I got to post it now, right?
Hey, Miss Lisa, how are you doing? From Nasty Women's Tarot.
Miss Lisa, I love her. She is one of my favorite people. I have a reading here. Okay. I'm going to have to definitely get a sip of that coffee. This is from C. Cruz. And her question has to do with her company. And it's moving together with our parent. My company is moving together with our parent company. My counterpart from the other company and I will have to reassess our jobs. Ooh. What do you see happening to both of us? Thanks.
Okay. What I'm feeling is, wanting to know is, C. Cruz, what is your own intuition telling you? because usually when you feel like those weird feelings, I've learned to like be in tune whenever I get those weird feels about something. Either it comes to fruition. Like, so what is your gut instinct telling you about this?
Okay. Well, I'm going to use my Common Threads oracle and see what I got.
Let's see.
Oops. Okay, so is your company moving together with the parent company? Oh, I'm getting that warm thing going on. It's hot, though. Might have to tie up my hair. All right. Aw, your mother says hello. If you're saying hello to us, hello. Hello, Daisy's mom. Just in case my mom's watching. Hi, Mom. She's probably not, though. Okay, this is interesting. I'm getting cards of community and collaboration, nurture, and father. Okay, the father probably is your parent company. Right. Okay, this shows that this parent company is nurturing. All right, the cards so far look really good. The community collaboration, community coming together.
Yeah, I kind of getting that too feel with the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Cups.
Yes, yeah. So far it looks all right. Let's see these
It's
cards.
definitely working together. With the Six of Pentacles, I'm definitely seeing that both companies, like with the tipping scales, are both working together to find that fine line of like who gets what responsibilities and stuff like that. And I get with the Six of Cups, I'm also getting like maybe some compromise, like working together, but like with a compromise in a way.
Absolutely. I'm not feeling like they're hard, what about it so far. It looks like I get also flow and moon. But moon in this oracle is very different from what we typically associate in the tarot. It is more of a creative, just as you were talking about, kind of brainstorming.
Mm-hmm.
Collaboration, a culmination of energies, entering into creative brainstorming. So I see you guys working together. You got that. Yes, that is definitely going to happen. I get the wish card. This is what happens to my cards, you guys. This is sad, what I've had to do, but that's what happens. So this looks positive. And harmony, it's all going to work out. I can't tell you all what's going to go on, to be honest. And to read on both of you individually would take a long time. But all I can say is that I see a very positive, harmonious outcome. And I'm just going to say, don't even worry about it. I think you're going to be even better, feel even in a better situation for this than you were before.
Yeah, and I get the Two of Wands, patience. I'm feeling that the patience with this, continue to work together, be patient. And the Queen of Wands. I wonder if this is like that fire, that ambition, because I know the Wands is a fiery element, like the ambition to like gallop, take that leap forward to like do your job that you were there to do.
Yeah, it's like you're psyched, like to me, that kind of energy is like you're ready for it. It's you're hyped up. Thank you, Hemp Lily. I love you too.
But again, I'm doing getting the sense of balance and stuff. I'm very meticulous and studious with the Seven of Pentacles and the Temperance too.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still not understanding where the Hangman. Why am I getting the Hangman for?
Mm.
Because it's not like you're being held accountable for anything.
Well, I'm getting here something now about the moving thing, and I'm getting the bound card and home. Now she says something like moving together. So I with this bound card, I think there's some resistance though, where I think the one housing the other company, so to speak. But I think there needs to be more flexibility where this concern is, because I don't see, I think it, in this case, is more a restriction. Somebody is more cautious perhaps than they need to be. And they might need to just kind of open up and go with the flow, is kind of what I get, is the message. Not to be, one can certainly understand being concerned and staying on top of what's going on. But
Mm-hmm.
there's an encouragement to be more open to this idea than one might mentally be
Yeah.
present.
And that's probably why I'm getting the Two of Wands too, to be patient through this process.
I also get the card of resilience and the card of the Knight, which says, rely, as you're saying, patience, resilience, and use your intuition. I
Mm-hmm.
don't see anything,
I
you know,
see nothing negative here at all.
the only thing negative is the one's own restrictions, that it's time to not be as quite as cautious, that you can open up a little, breathe a little more, and that's what's encouraged. So
Mm-hmm.
sea cruise, I hope that was helpful. Let us know, because confirmation is important. And yes, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Lisa. And thank you, Shield Maiden says I look pretty. Thank you. I swear.
Always, 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 right?
Oh, no.
Reapply the lipstick again,
That's
right?
because I tell you what, I have to put on so much more than I normally would, just because the lighting just, no matter how I change it, it still just washes out. After I do my lives, I often go in the bathroom. Well, at least before I go to bed, I got to wash this stuff off. It's just too much.
Yes.
But it's fun. It's something I like doing.
I might bring out my Alice in Wonderland deck now.
Ooh, that'd be neat. You've got another.
Needs love. She needs love too now.
Yes, she does. I think I'd like to see her as well. I'd like to see that deck, because I might put it on my list of decks that I want to get. Emmy J. And then we'll have Tyler's question from
Ooh, okay.
Emmy J. Wants to know if we see her getting into a place of their own anytime. All right.
Another moving question.
Yeah, we got a lot of that. Okay. I feel like I used this deck yet. And if you're wanting to know what deck this is I'm using, it is the Common Threads Oracle. I think it's by Klein. I think her last name is Klein, but I'm not sure. The Common Threads Oracle, you can find it on Etsy, of course. Okay. Emmy J. getting a place of her own. I see frustration. Okay. Speaking truth. Nurture. I think that's where you want that place of your own, right?
I get frustration too, but I'm seeing a lot of positivity here.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's just the frustration that you have when you're trying to do something, and so, and it's not happening as quickly as you'd like, uh, or even just the thing that makes you realize why you want to move, why you want a place of your own. And I see definitely speaking your truth is important for you. Maybe you feel in the place that you're at right now that you're not feeling like you can say what you want to say because it's not your own abode.
That's interesting you say that because too.
Bears, bananas. Sorry, go ahead.
Do what?
My kitty bear is going bananas.
Oh,
She's
I heard it. I heard your kitty.
Jumping in and out of boxes.
she is. She's playing up. You're interrupting the live, bear. Okay, cute. So I also get nurture and collaboration. I feel that yes, it's time for you to get out on your own.
Mhm.
And I think maybe move in with more than one person. That's my advice. Look into working that out with somebody. That might be the better situation. And if it's not that they're going to live with you, that maybe they've done this, talk to somebody that's moved out on their own and get their advice. That's what I feel with this collaboration and nurture.
I got that too. I got the Three of Pentacles, so there's definitely collaboration going on.
Yep. Oh my God, it's so crazy.
But I definitely see that there's somebody in control of, like, I feel like there's somebody there's things that need to be set up and worked out, because and it might be through one person that you need to work with to get this thing in motion, because I get the Emperor. And I'm feeling that this one person is probably the person that you need to be in contact with to set this ball in motion. I definitely feel like you're frustrated right now because this version of the Knight of Swords is very, like, chaotic and very, very tense and just take no prisoner. I'm gonna do what I want to do now.
Oh yeah, it's fire.
Yes. And I also get underneath that too. I get the King of Wands, who's hesitant and but patient.
Mm-hmm.
And I also get the Two of Cups. So there's also, I mean, like I said, with this collaboration, there's definitely like a partnership, a contract maybe that's going to be involved in this moving. And I definitely see moving forward with it with the Eight of Wands.
Yeah.
Now let's get back to the other cards I had. I stopped going on the bottom now. So again, I said, like, there's definitely collaboration.
Yes.
I also feel like, and I told you about the Emperor, but there's things like, again, with the Emperor, there's things that are not brought to light just yet. You need to work with that person to bring the surface to those, to that situation, to set that ballpark and movement to moving. But I also get the Wheel of Fortune and I get the World. So this is something that's going to happen.
Yes, that's and because those are major arcana, so that's big energy coming in. I think that she's feeling stifled about it. Her self-expression and being able to say what she wants to say is a big problem where she's at. Because I do get reclaiming your power and being able to use your instinct, your foresight, and say what you want to say. As a woman, especially. And I see you doing that, girlfriend. So don't worry, it's coming, and it's coming pretty darn soon. Actually, it's on the horizon. So just know when you get frustrated that is going to be a thing of the past, at least with your present circumstance, because you will be changing. And I do have to put on some lipstick. I'm sorry.
And I will say, since I do have the Wheel of Fortune here too, I would be mindful and but yet proactive. Don't let fate just happen to happen. You need to be able to take the bull by the horns and steer that revolution into where you want to go with it. Because
reclaim your power.
yes, because with the wheel, it can go any which way if you just let fate take care of itself. And that may not be something you would want for your own if you didn't take charge of it.
That totally goes with the use of your intuition and foresight and reclaiming your power. You're right. Don't just, take action. Steer your ship.
Thank you, Alice.
Wow. I like that deck, by the way. That's really cool. I will write that down. Oh, MEJ is here. Thank you. She says very much. I do feel, she feels very stuck in her current situation. Well, don't worry, Emmy. We see that changing. We see you having that space and that I also the right kind of folks, like-minded people definitely around you.
Mm-hmm.
And you being able to be who you are and reclaim your power, especially as a woman. And I think it's great. I love that. I love that for you. All right, we'll get to the next one. This is for the East Coast. This is in New York. And I've just done a horrible New York accent. People are probably clapping their hands over their ears. This is for Tyler. Wants to know if the housing issue. Here we go. Thank you, Sharon Sipe, for reminding folks that we don't take questions during this live. They are taken in advance, and we'll be happy to do that for you during another live. Okay, so this is for Tyler. I'm sorry I didn't get his name in there. Chromaticus Rebel.
Tyler.
Yeah. And just to kind of give you some context, he's just recently moved to New York, and he is looking, apparently still, for housing. Getting stressed out, he says. I'm getting the card of wisdom. This means counsel. This is, and I'm sure you are, but make sure that you're working with any resources that can assist you. Make sure that you stay on top of those people as well if they have a lot of work. But I feel like this is the use of counsel, somebody that can help you also find housing. And that would extend to people that have moved to New York, but kind of can show you the ropes. And I know that takes time to meet people and trust them. And but I see someone also using your own intuition. This could be somebody that you meet also that's an intuitive, empathic type of person, or people within that community.
Yes, Maya. I got the High Priestess and the Emperor. So there's somebody around them.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, like, this could be me, like, and this could be like you and I right now, but I don't think so. I think that this spiritual council is local to New York, or that, and I feel like there's somebody that's in that community. I see the struggle, and it literally says struggle. It's like the struggle is real, Tyler.
Yeah.
But it still says believe in magic. Isn't that funny? Your guides are talking here. Oh my God. That wisdom and that night, that is also his guides. Okay, all right, you're right. You guys gonna, okay, so don't just tell us it's magic. They're telling you to go with the flow. I can't believe this, you guys. You gotta do better. And the Emperor, there could be.
Oh, you got him too. Wow.
You got him as well. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, because I had the High Priestess with the intuition that you're talking about, and I got the Emperor.
So this is an intuitive, maybe older male, because Tyler's not is a young man.
Hmm.
This could be somebody that he meets in the community who's very easygoing. This flow, this this card to me in this deck looks like Jeff Bridges, and I keep thinking of what was that film he was in that's so well known with you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. And I definitely get that he's easygoing. He has a lot of fewer like
The
kind of
dude
personality.
abides.
Yeah, because he has. I got the Fool card, so he just goes with the flow.
Oh my goodness. Sometimes this is another thing with readings. You're not always going to know what the heck it means until it happens. And then, okay, so we're getting a mentor, if you will. Possibly, it looks like someone that identifies as male, and it's going to help.
Very intuitive, very laid back, goes with the flow. Um, but then I also have like 2 5s in my pool too. That must mean something, but I don't know.
Super challenging is the 5.
Yes, I got 2 5s. I don't know exactly what the multiples mean. I have to look that up. But I get the 5 of Wands, definitely that frustration, that tension,
Yeah.
and with the 5 of Cups, that animosity, just that tension of like I want a place now. But I also get like again, I get the 8 of Wands. So there's definitely movement forwards, but you're gonna have to connect with that intuitive, lighthearted person.
Yeah, I see an older man, and I get the card of teacher with him, and I get the card of mother. Now, I don't know if this is. No. I think it's somebody in that community there that you're going to have yet to meet that is very nurturing, very empathic, older, wise, as I said, can kind of show you the ropes. And I feel like he offers you something here with the mother, because that's very nurturing. It's like you feel safe. And you get the sun. So it's something is coming. And the artist.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's an art, spiritual community. Do you kind of get that? I am sweating buckets.
I don't see anything but art. Well, then, uh, or the creative. I mean, I get.
That could be any wands, though, too, because they're.
I got. If I keep going underneath, I get the Judgment. So that can kind of have some play into it, and that find and you shall seek and find that. But then I also have the Wands too, the Ace of Wands.
That's good. Then that means like that looks like a new start where he can find another.
And I got the Wheel of Fortune again.
And yeah, he's got. I mean, like he's meant to be in New York. There's no question.
Mm-hmm.
It's all part of your experience, Tyler. He's here. Chromatica's Rebel. I'm definitely working and being in contact with people who can help me out. That's cool. Then you're doing what you need to be doing. And it looks like it's saying just keep doing that, because we see a man or somebody that's got very masterful, older, kind of Jeff Bridges, the dude abides. I don't know. Chill.
But I will share this too, Maya. I forget what these motivational cards I have. I pulled and 2 of them came out, which I think is funny because I have travel to new terrain.
Ooh, okay. That's super interesting. I like that deck.
And open up to the possibilities. So
there's
I feel that was powerful for what we were discussing. So.
Yeah. And you know what? Maybe it's outside of, just a little further area than he might consider, but just to be flexible, because that's also that go with the flow. I forgot about these, you guys. I just put these up. These are charming clarifiers. I'm so glad you brought that up. So let me just see what I got.
I think it was the Haven deck. I think that's what these cards are. The Haven Oracle deck.
Nice.
Yeah. And these also have that silvery look to them too. The edges.
Oh, wow. So I get, let's see, 67. I'll just look very quickly because I don't want to take up too much time.
Well, I'm gonna get me some coffee. I'll be right back.
No problem. Yeah. Okay. We're given the clarifier of the weightlifter. It says confidence, strength, and power. So I think have confidence. That's definitely part of the message, and that there is going to be change, because I also got that sweeping card of change coming in too, which is interesting because he got the Wheel of Fortune for you, which is that movement could be connected to moving as well. So I definitely see that coming. But I feel like this is going to be very significant where, again, this emperor is concerned that's going to help you, guide you. And I think your own guides are doing it as well. But I think there's actual physical person you're going to meet that's possibly artistic, spiritual teacher, might teach art. I'm not sure. But this person's going to have links or contacts for you. And you're going to be where you're meant to be rather than go just any old place. And I see transformation. So I can't tell you when. I wish I could. Keep working. It's going to happen. And it's going to be very positive.
I
That
think it's gonna be soon too, Maya.
I do too. I do too. I get a lot of transformational. Even in the little charms I pulled, it's like big changes, that big transformation coming.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope that was helpful. He says, I love this. You've got good stuff. Keep working. You're doing a good job. The universe must be appreciative.
Yes.
All right, I'll grab that next question. Kaylin. Now, this was interesting. She was asked by a reader if she's expecting an inheritance, and she knows nothing of such a thing, and changed the subject. But I keep hearing this question within. I just wanted to find out for sure if someone has hidden money for me. Why not? Taylor. All right.
Taylin. Okay. I hope you found some money.
That would be nice.
Please share.
Yes. Please. Yeah.
Not asking for much.
We like tips. This is work. It's true.
Maybe a coffee. I'd like a
Yeah.
coffee.
Yeah, coffee money is good. Just so we know, Tyler says, "Oh my God, yes, I am in contact with an artistic, spiritual LGBT friendly institute. It's there.
Oh.
It's there, Tyler. Go through them. There's
Yes.
something there."
And now that you say it, Maya, too, the emperor is the king over all the suits. So he would actually be emotions in check. He'd have his analytical side, his worldly side in check, and he would also have his creative side in check. So, yeah, I mean, just that fire, all of the elements are there within him. So.
Like an excellent teacher, artistic, spiritual person. I see
almost like a magician or even a hierophant, almost something.
Oh yeah, definitely shamanic element to this dude. I like his energy, and I feel like he's trustworthy. But always keep cautious.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Taylor.
Yeah, Talon and inheritance. Anything with inheritance. So. And inheritance.
I'm definitely getting pentacles coming up here. Let me see what
I,
else. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think I need to switch out my deck to a typical tarot. I'll grab my star deck. Okay, making sure that it's not all flipped around the wrong direction. Oh, that tickles right there. All right. Taylor. And if you get anything, go right ahead.
I might need to switch out decks too.
Yeah, sometimes it takes us a hot minute, you guys.
Because what I'm getting right now, I'm not necessarily seeing money. I'm seeing not to be taken advantage of when it comes to money.
Mm.
And I'm just going to roll with this and see what you got. If I need to pull something else, I'll pull an oracle maybe to help with this. But I get you as the Queen of Cups, Talon. I believe this is to be you. You have your emotions in check. You definitely are I feel like it's lovely personality, this lovely aura with you. And you are a caregiver by heart. I just feel motherly with this card.
Oh yeah, that's a beautiful deck. Is that the Alice deck?
That's Alice in Wonderland's deck.
Of course, that is our. He and I both realize that we both like Dom Darcy's decks. Say that 5 times fast.
Yeah, so I definitely feel it, that nurturer side of you. But then I see this is where it gets kind of crazy here. You have a lot of major arcana here too. I'll just say this because
Getting major arcana, a lot of them. Well, 2 out of 4 are major arcana.
I got 2 of that as well. Okay, I'm just gonna go with this. I got the 4 and the 6 of Pentacles. So I definitely see that you are safeguarding, hoarding, like either information, money, investments. You're being very meticulous about what you're holding on to. But at the same time, I feel like you are maybe taking advantage of like people wanting more money from you, wanting you to give than giving and receiving. I'm feeling like you need to be mindful of like there needs to be a compromise. I always say this when I see the 6 of Pentacles. There needs to be a compromise and a sharing of energy. There should not be all one way. It should always be maybe I scratch your back here for a little while, but then you need to give me something in exchange too. It's like a partnership, a friendship, a partnership in that aspect. But definitely you need to be mindful. And the reason why I'm saying you need to be mindful or maybe possibly taking advantage of in this aspect when it comes to money, because I see the 9 of Wands, and I love this card with the lion and the unicorn battling it out. They did a really good job with the storyline.
Oh man, I'm in love with that deck. I am.
So yeah, it's like protection, being on guard. That's what I'm getting around the money issue. Okay, but then I also get the Hermit, self-reflection, go in and reflect, but also seek out advice from those that you trust with the Hierophant. Seek out, branch out, ask questions. Not just anybody, maybe someone you trust, maybe a pastor if you go to church, or someone that you trust, like a good friend, maybe not necessarily family. I don't know in your case, but definitely somebody you trust.
You know what just came to me also? I did this and I had my kids do it. You can check with the government to see like if there's old accounts, if there's any money for you. You would be surprised. And you can go to and that can also be inheritance. There can also be things like that. There could be somebody, I don't know. I think it's worth definitely looking at. And it's good advice for any of us here. I will post that link that I've used. It's legitimate, but you want to make sure you use the right one. And they can. Wow. I got over like $300 back. So,
like I said, yeah, because I'm looking at more in the bottom of my deck so this is something you might be being taken advantage of or be taking a fool for, because keep going to the bottom of my deck. I got the 6 of Swords. You need to be proactive, and you need, again, this is the wise sheep here. You need to be asking questions. Again, this is probably a representation of the Hierophant as well. I just pulled. You need to be asking questions and networking with people to move you to calmer waters, to move you forward and finding out what exactly this mess is. I also get the Three of Swords. There may be some, like, are you kidding me right now? There may be some holdups and drawbacks. There might be some like confusion. There may be even some like something unresolved even that needs to be addressed.
Yeah, I get the Moon and the Wheel of Fortune. So I got the Strength and the Eight of Wands, the Moon and the Wheel of Fortune. So the Moon and the Wheel of Fortune were the last two, and they were the two major arcana. The first two is like this person, you, Taylor, have been through a considerable amount of your life. The interesting thing is Strength. Actually, I got three major arcana for you. Is an 8. It is the number 8. So I want you to pay attention to the number 8. But it is the number 8. And then I got the 8 of Wands. So the 8 is repeating itself. And there's a message with the number 8 for you. And I think it's resilience and master learning. There is information getting active. And I think there is something that isn't clear with this. I mean, there's the Moon, but there is a change. There is a change coming with the Wheel of Fortune. And that's why I'd suggest maybe checking with the government. And I will put up a link to where you can do that to see if there's money that's owed to you or whatever. But I also get the Devil. There might be too much kind of, I feel like, emphasis on this, possibly to where it becomes obsessive, looking a bit obsessive with the Devil and the Prince of Swords. So don't let it over encompass you. I don't think it's necessarily like there's a huge amount of money. I'm not getting that, to be honest.
It's funny you said obsessive, because I got the Nine of Swords too before I shuffled underneath. So there's,
Yeah, so you know how I get that way. I get like, when I get onto something, man, it can be tunnel vision. And that's kind of what I get with this. And it can turn into kind of, that never ending quest. And that is what I can see is like a bit more concerning. And with Dean saying somebody may be not giving you really very clear or concise information, and it can cause confusion. It can cause you to kind of, I think, spin yourself around in circles. Just the one thing I would do is I would like check with the government, but I'm not seeing anything yet. Although here is something with the Empress and the Princess of Pentacles. Check anything connected to maybe a mother figure, or grandmother, matrilineal line. That is abundance. There might be a little bit of money. That's a Page of Pentacles. But again, I'm not getting any windfall or any kind of thing like that. So I hope this person didn't jack up your hopes, to be honest. I'm just going to be straightforward.
That's probably where that, I'm sorry, Maya.
No, I'm the blabbermouth. You go ahead.
That's probably where the Three of Swords was coming from, with all that heartburn, that anxiety, all that worry and stuff too, with trying to find what you need. Yeah. And
I can see why it would do that. Where it play on your mind, because you know what, these are hard times, and people can get thinking, well, wow, if I could get something extra, that would be great. But the only thing that I do see maybe is a small bit of money, maybe connected to a mother or grandmother figure. There might be a little left over, maybe something from a bank account. And that is one source I would definitely check, that you can look for and find out whether there's any money coming to you. And that would be, I really think about the one real way that I see any that kind of funds coming. I don't think it's maybe what someone thought it was. That's just my 2 cents.
And I don't think it was a lot because remember, like the only pentacles I got was a 3 of pentacles.
Yeah.
Not 3 of pentacles. It was a 4 of pentacles. Like
Yeah, that's
not a lot, and it's in a 6. That's what it was.
it's a very base number. It's a very basic number. It's not, that you can build on. Yeah. She says she's not worried about it, but wanted to be sure. Yeah. But you know what, Taylor? Do check with the government thing. I will put the link up because you know what? Every little bit counts, and you might have something from an old account. You never know. You can check it out, and they will legit contact you, and it's worth us all doing. I forgot about that. Thanks for the question.
Yes, thank you.
All right, we have just one more. Oh no, we have a few more. Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay, we have stone marble. No, wait.
Ooh, no.
We do have stone marble, but my thing flew up. Priscilla Zacchius has a question here, and then we have stone marble, and then we have 2 more after that. So we have a total of 1, 2, 3 questions left.
3. Lucky 3s.
And that puts we're right at at an hour and a half, so that's just about right. All right, here's Priscilla's question. My daughter is in a work study situation, and she is getting some weird vibes from a supervisor. I'm sorry. My daughter is wondering, is there anything to worry about? How can she protect herself? Thanks. Okay, Priscilla, let's take a look. A supervisor. So I'm just going to ask my spiritual mentors and the Most High to guide us and make sure our readings are accurate and clear as possible. Okay, Priscilla Zacchius' daughter and the supervisor. How can she protect herself? Is there anything?
I just got a gross feeling from that whole energy.
Did you?
Yeah, just something really. It's like creeper.
Yeah, I did too. But as a woman, I'm so freaking not to normalize it, but it's like, he's one of those. Okay. But then I got to tell myself, okay, let the cards show you. But
It's weird. I'm sorry.
No, it's interesting to hear from a man. I want to hear more.
I actually feel like I just see some kind of like, I don't know if this is true or not, but just the image I'm feeling and seeing is somebody possibly with a goatee, possibly like reddish brownish hair.
Mhm.
Just kind of like, I don't know. Ew, I don't know. I'm just not liking it.
Thank you, Taylor. Thank you so much.
Let's see. Okay.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm getting the Strength card, the 5 of Wands. And this is enduring a pain in the butt. This is somebody that is stirring things up. And as you know, that 5 can be strife, it can be arguing, it can actually be a physical attack. But I think safe to say this situation is making her clearly uncomfortable. And I don't think that the cards are not identifying him as also a good person, that not for nothing, her strength of her instinct is on point.
Mm-hmm.
If you ask me.
It's definitely somebody of leadership or power, because I'm getting the Emperor.
And I get the star, and look at that fiery ace of wands. It's very phallic. Not trying to be rude, y'all, but This is a high profile guy that thinks he's the stuff.
He thinks, excuse my language, he thinks he's hot shit. He can take what he wants and get what he wants.
Oh my
and,
God, look how
and put you in put a hold on you.
Yes, he's a bully. Look at, I get judgment. He's going to get in trouble. He's going to get reported.
I don't have cards about that.
I got judgment and I got the 5 of Swords. This
But I
behavior has been in the past. Sorry, I gotta say it before I forget it. You know how it goes. But it's been something he's done in the past, and it looks like it's going to bite him on the butt. Go ahead.
I see that there's. I definitely feel like she feels like guarded because I get the 4 of Pentacles.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she just is not knowing how to like address this issue.
And that's her security. That's her physical security.
But I do say this. I see the Ace of Swords.
I got it too. Oh my God. Sorry.
And this is saying that there's going to be, this is going to be addressed. It's a slow, but it's going to have to be slow. The Ace of Swords is always like slow and steady, and it will be addressed. There's definite movement on this.
I get that.
And I'm thinking it's going to be somebody like a King of Pentacles is going to help resolve this.
Good. Yeah, because I get somebody big with judgment. You know, this goes to HR. This goes to some, bumped up. This guy's done this behavior before, and it's going to, she should report it. I think she should report it. Honestly. And she said, here's the 2 cards that say, I don't feel safe. This is the 4. The supervisor is a lady. Well, it doesn't matter to me. They're a bully. Whoever it is, they're a creeper and a bully. I'm getting, there's a lack of safety here. And perhaps it needs to be expressed to higher ups.
Yeah, with this, there's just a lack of. But I do, like I said, there's definite movement on this because I also get the Death card.
Yeah, and I got the Judgment card. This person's going to be in trouble for their behavior. Like I said, I feel like this person, a lady can be, she's no lady, but this woman can be a creeper. It's unusual, but yes, they can be. And let me just see, the Tower and the 6 of Swords. Yeah, so they're going to get rid of
going on there.
I think they're going to, somebody's going to get bounced because the overall harmony of the place is key, and they can't have somebody like that there. So I don't think your daughter's going to have to do much. I think this person is, other than maybe say that she doesn't feel safe, I think that would be very appropriate. I see this lady's got a problem, and it is following her around like a bad smell. And she's going.
I thought it was a man, but no, I was wrong. I just knew it was creepy vibe.
Well, sometimes that kind of predation can feel what we associate with our own filter. We're human. And usually it is not usually women that do it. I didn't get any any cards that would have indicated an identity, but I just got bully. Somebody you would not want to turn your back on.
I got like a lot of masculine energy from her, though.
Yeah.
That's probably why I felt that. That's in the Emperor too. I mean, but
absolutely, yeah. But the Emperor could also be authorities at work. That could be the higher ups, the tippy tops, the people above the supervisor,
above the little people.
Yes. Oh wow! Look at this. I get the Empress actually, and I think she's not going to be too pleased. She gets the 4 cups.
Oh.
She's going to lose her position. I think there's something going to happen there. It's going to be toodles, I think, because they're not going to want someone that's creating these waves of problems.
I feel it's going to be a swift action, and it's going to be done with. It's going to be addressed and done with. Now you might have to with HR might ask you to submit paperwork. They may put like a memo out after the fact saying, have any other cases that need to be reported about this one individual? Let them know maybe.
Yeah. And, I think it's really important that we should be able to say, and we're so often we're made to feel, not only women, but I think as people, don't complain. Well, no, if somebody should not be making you feel unsafe in some way, any kind of way, doesn't matter. I would report it, because with you, they may not, somebody else, they might be even worse, So, I think it's important that we do that. So it looks like this person, the supervisor, is going to be in trouble for behavior. All right. Stone Marble, you're next.
Stone Marble.
It's a cool name.
That's an interesting name. I wonder is it a she?
I don't know how they identify.
But I would love to know like how that name came about, Stone Marble.
Stone Marble, how'd you get your name? Are you still here? I think you're still here. All right. And the question is, may I please have a message? They're here. Stone, we're just curious where you got your name. How we like your name. Thank you. You're very welcome, Priscilla. You're very welcome. Thank you for asking, and very interesting. And I really enjoyed reading on that. I enjoy reading on all of them, to tell you the truth. And I know Dean does too.
Mm-hmm.
So Stone Marble. Any reason how you got that name? Did it just come to mind? It kind of sounds like a rock band to me.
Yeah. I hear like an 80s band playing in my background for Stone Marble.
Maybe you think, Stone Temple Pilots, but I love them. But
I keep hearing Sledgehammer.
Peter Gabriel.
Yeah, I don't know why. Interesting. Spirit communicates, I feel, with me a lot with music, because that's how
Me too. I think you probably heard me, unfortunately. At one point or another, poorly sing. In my next life, I've decided I'm going to be a drummer and a hot, badass rock babe. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. Goals. Anyway. All right. So Stone Marble. Oh, sorry, you're buffering. Or I'm buffering it, if we're buffering. From their guides. What should I be doing next? Well, they're probably not going to want to tell you, but they'll offer encouragement. I love the 80s, Stone Marble says.
And just so you know, so do I. And my co-host Trina, if she's still here, I call her my favorite 80s girl. She loves 80s music too.
There's some good music from that, but I like all kinds. I mean, music is my jam. It's my deal. Pardon the pun. Okay, we're nearly complete, but we're just enjoying the last few questions of the live.
I'm getting a lot of positivity with these cards, Stone. I do definitely see you're kind of like worried about or contemplating what to do next. So I get the 4 of Cups. And this to me is always like, what am I not seeing? What do I need to put my attention on? Or what am I rejecting? Okay. But for this case, I also feel like this is just saying, when is it going to be my turn to shine? What am I going to find? My niche or whatever you say that.
Yeah, I say both. But I think it's supposed to be niche.
Yeah. But I do see that this is a time of self-reflection and working on yourself. And what you're going to find is, with the Hermit, what you're going to find is you're going to be able to have your cake and eat it too.
No.
Whatever decision you're making It's going to lead you to have that full circle, that complete full circle, and make you be able to available to whatever opportunities you set forth. Because I also get the 10 of Pentacles too. But it's going to be a slow process with the Ace of Swords. It's going to be a slow, steady progress as discovery to find your niche, but it's going to happen.
And boy, when it does, that clarity is there.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I'm getting the 3 of Cups. And this is also something she's manifesting with the Magician.
Wowee, look at that. That is interesting. As
And
readers,
Justice.
we're like, ooh,
Yep.
look at that.
So yeah, it's coming. Breathe, be patient.
Yes, this is very interesting. She gets double 8s. She gets the 8 of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles, which means they're talking about there is some sort of restriction, some holding back that you're doing with learning something new. It says you don't need to do that. You can take those breaks off because they're no longer serving you. So this is a need to just be more open. Don't think, oh, I can't do that because, or just be a little more open to trying something new. There's something, or learning. I see there's something you want to learn. And I really feel like don't tell yourself you can't do it, because it's saying you're cut out to learn it with that 8 of Pentacles. Like you will pick it up like a lightning dial speed is what I feel. And I get the Queen of Cups and the King of Wands. This feels very creative to me. There's something creative here. I think these are people that are connected to whatever it is you're doing over here and would be learning. And it would be something you would be learning repetitiously. You would do it over and over again and get better and better at it. I don't know if it's music or what, but whatever it is, it takes practice and hands-on, like learning. It's you're doing as you're learning. And yeah, I get wisdom. I get the Hermit. These to me, the 2 people could be people that will be guiding you. They could cross your paths as actual physical people that will be helpful to you. And I get the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like you're going to be studying something that maybe you wouldn't have thought that you would study. It could be esoteric. I see a Queen of Cups, a King of Wands, or it could be a combination of you're going to yoga, then you're going to go do breathing classes or divination class or something, but learning something, okay? So just keep more open to learning. There's wisdom. There's something exciting to learn that's coming. I can't tell you exactly what it is. I do think it's like spiritual nature. It is a form of wisdom. Yes, study. Again, look at that, the Knight of Pentacles. And the 10 of Cups.
You're getting a lot of that with a lot of the readings tonight, studying and learning.
Yeah, that's weird. And with different decks. I mean, this is the Star Tarot. So Stone, you've got some, you're, trying to learn. That's good. There's whatever it is that you're trying to learn, allow yourself to learn it and take away any kind of mental talk that says you can't or I shouldn't or any kind of unneeded conditioning that's getting in the way, because I see people that are going to assist you to expand that learning and you're going to find it so enjoyable. And I hope you'll tell us whatever it is. I see it happening though. And that leads me to almost the last question. This is P44 Chippo. All right. And this is a little longer. Okay, this one is a work situation that someone's stressed out with. And I think this is actually the last, this is really the last question. Crafty Lady has a question, and I'll just double check if she's still here and if she wants anything. It's about a friend's son, but let's just continue with the next one. I hope that was helpful, Stone Marble. Okay, well, did it do? Okay, wait a minute. Where in the world? Okay, there's the first part of it. And you're on mute, just so you know.
Whoops, I was shuffling and I didn't want that feedback, so I just put on mute.
Before too.
What I was saying, it's like you got the hermit too in that, and I got it. You got him too.
So here's our next. This is really the I think our one of our last questions, unless well, anyway, we'll concentrate rather on this. I have a terrible work situation. This is P44 Chip O, and they're saying I have a terrible work situation that's has been stressing me out and giving me lots of unhappiness for many months since last year, 2020. And now the senior managers want to terminate, I'm so sorry, my employment contract after 18 consecutive years in my job as a nurse. I'm so sorry. For their personal agendas and wickedness. Maya, do you see me having victory at my employment hearing meeting Friday, the 15th of October, 2021? That's this Friday, coming Friday, folks. By the organization that wants to terminate will I be compensated? Sorry. By the organization that wants to terminate my contract. Will I get a better job soon? Whew.
That's a lot in there.
Dang, sis, we're sorry.
First of all, I'm sorry that you're having to go through that. That's not fun at all.
No.
Especially after 18 years and there was no warning.
That's horrible. I'm sorry.
Let's see, P44.
Yeah.
Employment debacle.
Yeah, and I'll highlight the name so you can go to it. It kind of helps me. I need the anchoring point.
Mm-hmm.
October 15th, Friday. How will they do? Will they be compensated? And is there a new job coming soon? Ask the Most High, because we tired now. And our last one, I think, is just going to be more of a prayer. So. P.
I do see with the Eight of Swords, P44. I do see that you feel like you're being like pushed. This is my cage card. Like you're pushed into the cage. Yeah.
Yes, I got the same card.
Okay, we're both on the right track.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So I do feel like this is them putting you in a cage, telling you bye, whatever. But I do feel like there's some retribution coming to you. It's going to maybe not be everything you want, but there's going to be a good compromise, because I do get the Six of Pentacles. And this is like compromising, working with your employer, working with you to kind of balance out what they can offer you, right? And with that being said, I do feel like somebody's going to be working in your favor. It's going to be some King of Swords kind of person. He's very studious. I think he might be either an attorney for the employer, like an equal, like an equal opportunity. What do you call those? Like the HRs, like somebody. They're going to be working with you. Okay, that's what I'm getting with this King of Swords. And I also get what's this card? The Wheel of Fortune.
Oh,
so, yeah, this is huge, I think.
yes.
There's going to be a lot of compromise here. You're going to get some of the things you want, but be proactive and don't let them take advantage of you. Be respectful to allow you to get something out of it. Because I also am seeing as a Knight of Wands. I got two Knights here. Knight of Wands and Knight of Swords, the cousins of each other.
Yes, they are. That's so well put. I love how you put that.
Because to me, the Pentacles and the Cups they're family related, and then this is the same thing with me. I see the cousins of each other, the Wands and the Swords.
Which deck is that one? That's so cool.
This is this was that same deck.
Oh.
The steampunk.
Oh, I love it.
It's like old Hollywood glam meets industrial.
I love.
Yeah, so I definitely feel like with these two knights, the Knight of Swords, to me, is always, I take no prisoners. I'm going to attack this logically, but then ask questions later. And the Knight of Wands is more cautious and reserved. So I think this is one and the same person, or the duality maybe. Like you're going to have to find that balance of what you're going to fight for and what will you compromise on.
Yes. I
also got. Oh, I'm sorry, but I did get the three of Swords too. So
betrayal. A sense of betrayal.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's what I got.
Okay. I'm getting, just like Dean, I drew, and that's why I was like, damn, I drew the same card. The Eight of Swords, and I get the Princess of Cups. This, unfortunately, is that restraint issue again. This shows a surprise. I get the Fool and Temperance. Okay. So I think that there will be some compromises. It looks to me like there is a new start for you. And I believe that your new start, quote unquote, will be taken into consideration. I get the hero. I'm sorry. I get the Emperor. And I get the Ace of Swords. So there is going to be clarity with this. There's a finality with that. And again, I feel that, as Dean said, it may not be everything that you wanted, but I feel like it looks like with Temperance, it should be relatively fair. But I think it's probably going to be more on the conservative side than maybe you had wanted. It looks like you've got some anxiety here with the Ace of Pentacles, which is, looking for a new job, getting a new job. But I think you need to be told to breathe, to relax. And here's your job, I think, as a nurse. This is looking after people that need care and working with more than, one person. You're not just there on your own. So I do see you still retaining and working as a nurse, going and working somewhere else. Yeah, there's a new job that will come. But this is, it's going to be a pain in the butt to find it. I get with the 10 of Wands, just to be fair. It's not easy. But you have a rebirth coming. And I think this is an opportunity for you to get a better situation at the end of the day. This is with the magician. This is communication. This is your will, as above, so below, manifesting what you desire. So I think this kind of gives you a new slate to get something that more of what you wanted that you weren't getting from where you had been in the past. And it's very powerful. That's right there. That's 2 major arcana cards. So this change was needed. I see you juggling these issues very well, and definitely with people that are ill with that 5 of Pentacles. I think it's also money being a little tight while you're getting your, job nailed down. But you have hope with the Star and the 4 of Wands. I see you continuing to work with the public. I don't see any issue with that. So I think you will get work. You'll be working with the public, definitely. Here's your new job for sure. Ace of Wands. It's a start, an initiation activity. And you might be training people. Knight of Pentacles, yeah? Because you've got some skills that somebody's going to want. And that's huge. The Moon and the Knight. Yeah, you're going to dispel. I really see you helping people that are learning. I feel like people that you're working with that are students, aides, that kind of thing, that assist. All right. 3 of Wands. You're just going to get, it's going to have a position that I see you end up getting. It looks to me like where your territory will not be threatened at that place. Your ground should be secure, and you'll be sticking up for yourself too. I see that. So don't get too downhearted. This is not easy. This is going to be very difficult. I don't have to tell you that. You've been through it, the majority of it already. But I do see a bright future. It's not going to be easy, but I see that there's a place you're meant to be and work. Yes, and things will move along for the better. There's a contract, a work contract. And you might even physically move to a different location. It's going to be a better all-around situation for you. I hope that's helpful. All right, you guys. The last question, and it really wasn't a question. It was really meant for something that I put in the prayer section. But we'll just say a prayer. I think we can do that. We don't have to do a reading. And we'll just close it out with a prayer for, this is Crafty Lady's friend's son. His name is Daniel Lopez, and he's in the hospital with COVID. The doctor wants to take him off the ventilator, and his mother is beside herself. So we just want to offer a prayer out. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just send some Reiki to Daniel. You can send energy, any kind, it doesn't matter. And let's just all just pause for a moment to not only for Daniel, but for everyone that is in that situation, that is scared, that's alone. Let's just wrap them in love, because prayer helps. And let's just raise Daniel Lopez and all who are ill with COVID or anything else that are in need. And we offer it up to the Most High. And thank you. All right. To the Holy Spirit. Thank you. All right. Thank you all. I think it's a really cool way to end out. Makes me feel better. Thank you, Dean, for the marathon. Thank you.
Yes, it was fun. I enjoyed doing it.
It was great. And thank you for jumping in and offering. I just, like I said, normally I try to get people on, but with my physical situation here going on, I am like face down. I am lucky to be up for long enough to do my work. It's just crazy, but I'm getting there. All right, you guys. So check Dean's channel out, and I will be putting those in the description box. We're going to close the live and check Dean's.